We all know Cobra Kai is the Karate Kid sequel, right? So the cast includes famous names like William Zabka and Ralph Macchio, reprising their roles from over 30 years ago. But there's also a younger generation who appear in Cobra Kai who I'm sure will get their own sequels after Cobra Kai ends. The show has great actors, but did you ever feel like you've seen them before on another project but cannot put your finger on it? Well, here's the answer. Ralph Macchio. Well, of course, he is best known for his role as Daniel LaRusso in the Karate Kid films, but did you know that he was also in the Francis Ford Coppola film The Outsiders? Ralph also played a recurring character on the TV show 8 is Enough, yet he had a more prominent role as William in My Cousin Vinny. You might have also seen him in a few episodes of Ugly Betty where he portrayed Archie, a local politician. He had a funny cameo in one episode of How I Met Your Mother, where he is invited to Barney's bachelor party, but Barney is disappointed because he thinks the real Karate Kid was not Ralph's character Daniel, but William Zabka's character Johnny.
I hate Ralph Macchio. I hate him. He is not the Karate Kid. The Karate Kid was William Zabka, star pupil of the Cobra Kai dojo.
Anyway, Ralph also appeared as an officer in The Deuce, the short-lived TV series about the golden age of porn. That's not my description, by the way. Ralph also had short appearances in Law & Order, Criminal Intent, Psych, and Kevin Can Wait. I wish I could talk about all of his projects, then this video would be an hour long. You can share the projects I haven't mentioned in the comments below. Let's move on to William Zabka. I'm not ashamed to say that he is the reason I watch Cobra Kai. I love Johnny Lawrence. This is William's most famous role, but you might have also seen him in The Equalizer as Scott McCall, and in Just One of the Guys, a teen comedy film Entertainment Weekly says is one of the best high school movies of all time. William plays another bully here, just to let you know. He was also in Back to School, A Tiger's Tale, and Where Hope Grows. Of course, he appeared in How I Met Your Mother in the same episode as Ralph Macchio. Barney was relieved to see that the clown in his party was the real Karate Kid all along. Bonus info, William also wrote and produced a short film called Most, which was nominated for an Academy Award. It's such a heartbreaking film, you should definitely check it out. Courtney Henggeler. Playing Daniel's wife Amanda on the show, Courtney is also known for playing Sheldon Cooper's twin sister Missy in The Big Bang Theory. She also had minor roles in Criminal Minds, NCIS, Mom, Faking It, Jane the Virgin, and Fuller House. It is safe to say that Cobra Kai is her most famous project, and she did not appear in the Karate Kid movies. Xolo Mariduena. Born to a family of 7, Xolo started his career as a model, and he was only 16 when he first appeared on Cobra Kai. Before that, he played Victor Graham in the TV show Parenthood. He started as a guest character but then became a main one in the later seasons. His first ever movie role was in the 2013 film Dealing with Idiots. Last year, he starred in a DC superhero film Blue Beetle, where he was the main character. Xolo also did voice acting for shows like Cleopatra in Space, Fast and Furious, Spy Racers, and The Boys Presents Diabolical. Next year, you have a chance to hear him in the Smurfs movie. Tanner Buchanan. Another young talent, Tanner was actually 20 years old when we first saw him in Cobra Kai. He was already building up a resume of guest and recurring roles in various TV shows. He was in 2 episodes of The Goldbergs, 3 episodes of Girl Meets World, 6 episodes of Game Shakers, and also 6 episodes of The Fosters. He then played a main role in Designated Survivor. Just like Courtney, he also had a minor role in Fuller House. As for his movie roles, he did play handsome fellas in He's All That and How to Date Billy Walsh. Mary Mauser. 22 years old in the first season of Cobra Kai, Mary has a long filmography. I don't know which project to mention, to be honest. Do I mention her voice acting in Eloise, the animated series, or her recurring role as Kelly Gibbs in NCIS? Should I talk about her involvement in the short-lived TV series Life is Wild, or her main character Lacey Fleming in Body of Proof? Maybe you would like to know that she was the voice of Eleanor in the Lord of the Rings Aragorn's Quest video game. The final project I'll mention is this, and it's just because I love the name. She was Audrey Gibson in the Steve Carell and Jennifer Garner movie Alexander and the Terrible, Horrible, No Good, Very Bad Day. Jacob Bertrand. Jacob started Cobra Kai as an 18-year-old. His character Hawk was a recurring character but then was moved to the main character category after the first season. His career started at the age of 9 in the movie Duress. He continued his career with guest roles on TV shows like Parks and Recreation, Community, and iCarly. but then he acquired main roles in Marvin Marvin and Kirby Buckets. Apart from these, you might have seen him in Ready Player One as a high school kid and heard him as Batmobile in Batwheels. Jacob was also in the original Disney Channel movie The Swap with one of his castmates from Cobra Kai. I'll talk about that in a minute. Gianni DeCenzo. It's like every actor on Cobra Kai had to make an appearance in NCIS first, as Gianni was also in the show in season 19, episode 20. Like that wasn't enough, he also showed his face in NCIS Los Angeles. It is more than fair to say that Cobra Kai is Gianni's most famous show. Before that, he had limited appearances in TV series like 100 Things to Do Before High School and Coop and Kami Ask the World. He was also in a funny TV infomercial, Fartcopter. Yes, that was the name.
Every kid knows helicopters are cool as hell and fart noises are funny. Put those two together and you've got yourself the #1 selling toy in the world, Fartcopter.
Let me go back to the OG Karate Kid cast members like Martin Kove. This guy has over 230 credits under his name. Where do I even begin? In the 80s, he was in the main cast of Cagney and Lacey as Detective Victor. You might have spotted him in Rambo First Blood Part 2 as a helicopter pilot. Most recently, he was a sheriff in Once Upon a Time in Hollywood. He was in one episode of The Twilight Zone. He was Demetrius in Hercules, The Legendary Journeys, John Folkmore in Criminal Minds, and Master John in The Goldbergs. You might have also caught him in movies like The Expendables and VFW. Thomas Ian Griffith. First appearing in Miyagi-verse in The Karate Kid 3 as Terry Silver, Thomas is best known for that role. For 3 years, he was in the NBC soap opera Another World. He had guest roles in One Tree Hill, The Closer, and Cold Case. Did you also know that he was a writer for one episode of Virgin River? You can also see him in movies like Behind Enemy Lines, Black Point, and Triple X. Peyton List. One of the actors who impressed everyone with her acting chops in Season 6, Part 1, Peyton was a 20-year-old when she first appeared on the show. She began her career as a child model, appearing in over 400 advertisements for various companies. That's child labor at an extreme level. Anyway, she made her acting debut in 27 Dresses and played Holly Hills in the Diary of a Wimpy Kid film series. Most of you probably know her from the Disney Channel series Jessie, where she played Emma Ross. She reprised that role many times later on, like in Bunked. She was also in Bereavement, Something Borrowed, and The Thinning. Do you remember The Swap, the Disney Channel movie with Jacob? Well, Peyton was the co-star in question. Vanessa Rubio. I would have loved to continue this video for forever, but I have to end with Vanessa. Besides Cobra Kai, Vanessa's most known appearance is in Chilling Adventures of Sabrina. You might catch her in Master of None and Bonding as well. If you've seen her anywhere else, don't forget to tell me in the comments below. If you want to see a similar video about the boys cast, check out this video.